Puerto Arenas, Chile. This is often the gateway into Patagonia here in South America, and for me it's just a place on my journey to Torres del Paine. So I'm going to take you around and show you if this is worth adding to your list of destinations. So Puerto Arenas is known for its rich history and its strategic location here along the strait. And it's a place that a lot of people come to just to go and see penguins. Unfortunately, the pier behind me does not contain penguins today. But the day trip here and the ferry was just a little bit too much out of the budget, so it was worth a look. Trying to find penguins. So the town here is known for its rich history and its culture, and it has influences from Great Britain to Croatia, and you can see that through the architecture here and the buildings and the food. So one of the big mysteries here in Puerto Arenas is the Lord Lonsdale ship, which is behind me. It ran aground here in 1909 on its way from Europe to Mexico. And we're about 3,000 miles from Mexico. So it set fire and the crew had to abandon the ship, and it ran aground in a drift, and this is where it stayed, and there's not much left now to this ship. One of the things that makes it a big mystery here is that they don't actually understand why it's here, how it ended up so far away from home and off track. And when the locals found it, there wasn't really very much to the cargo, which led them to believe that it might have been hiding some hidden mysteries. And one of the things that you can do here is go visit the Mal Victoria Museum, which has replicas, not quite life-size, but replicas of some very famous ships here, including the HMS Beagle. And at the moment, the sign says that it's $7 to get in, but when you get to the door, it's $10 to get in. So it's worth knowing. And as always, I am Tiff, and this is my channel Miss.tiff.travels, and you are joining me at the very end of my South America road trip at the moment, where I am spending 2 weeks driving through Patagonia. Okay, so this next one might be a little bit surprising, but when I was looking for things to see and do here, there wasn't a great deal, if I'm being honest. But actually the number one thing that popped up on all of the websites, all of the blogs that I read, was to visit the cemetery. But it's actually been voted one of the most beautiful cemeteries in all of South America. So I'm going to take a few minutes to have some quiet reflection and just have a stroll. Okay, so things that I'm noticing about this town. Number one, parking is an absolute nightmare. Everywhere is concession parking, residence parking, no parking. So we found a place along the front. Well, that was a challenge. In the supermarkets, like a lot of the areas around Patagonia, there are no carrier bags, so make sure you bring a backpack, because they don't have cardboard boxes or anything like that. You got to learn to juggle. And last is probably my favourite one so far. It's cheaper here. So compared to when I was in Santiago to here, which is still in Chile, the supermarket is like half the price, if not more, which has been a very, very welcome change. So there we go. Central Artisanal Market. I think that's as close to a penguin as I'm getting. Nice crafts. Another one for my collection. So from the artisanal market we just walked into town, so we're in the Plaza de Armas, which I'm sure you've heard of a few before, and it's really nice here. The architecture, it's got a real European colonial feel to it as well. But I think that comes from all the different influences that are here in the area. But the sun has come out and it's stopped raining, so let's go for a little wander. say goodbye to this. And just like that, it's time to move on to my next adventure, heading up to Puerto Natales. See you there.